Hey, what's up, everybody? Jonathan back here finally. We're back on the Timber Trail Canyon map today. But first of all, I wanted to take a minute here and just give you an update on the plantation map and kind of what happened on the release. First of all, I do apologize for getting everybody's hopes up about the plantation and then it kind of falling through. Well, what ended up happening was this. The plantation is basically my second map I've ever made. Dodson Logging was the very first, and I kind of got lucky on that one because when I did Dodson Logging, I had all my stuff that I downloaded off the internet, all the different things, and when I exported, buildings or bridges or whatever from Goldcrest Valley or some other maps, I put them all in my mods folder. You got your game has the farming simulator usually is on your C drive. If you've got a Steam edition, it may be a little bit different, but pretty much, it's all on your C drive and farming simulator, and then there's a mods folder. Well, what I did was, with Dodson Logging, was I just put a folder in there called Dodson Logging, and then I put all of my stuff that I downloaded into that folder. Well, this time with the plantation, I thought, well, I'd be smart and make some folders on the desktop and store all my imports and things in there and just really keep it organized, and then whenever I got ready to finalize the map, I could just export it out into a different folder, keeping the files, of course, but for some reason that just didn't work, and so I had a bunch of file paths that were still pointing to the desktop. So I'm not exactly sure what happened there, because when I did export the entire map to a different folder, I told it to export with files, but I guess it was still pointing to those files that were on the desktop. So I don't know. I've just about got it all straightened out now. If it wasn't for a couple of viewers that quickly downloaded the map and started playing it and said, "Oh, you got a problem," it could have been disastrous. So I quickly took down the video where the release was and removed it from. I think I put it up on Mega NZ or whatever, to download. I quickly removed it off of there too. Now, I had already gone and uploaded one version to, I believe it was modland.net, but I've checked there a few times and it's not there, at least the last time I looked. So if you happen to see a version of the plantation, just know that it's not going to work. It's stuff's going to be missing and whatever. Until you hear from me again on the Facebook page or a release video here, whatever you see on the internet or whatever, it's not going to be the correct one. So just don't even bother downloading it. But having said all that, I've been working over the past couple of days. I had Labor Day off, and I don't know why I loaded that up. I still got those wood chips down there. I guess I better leave that one here. Yeah, so I had Labor Day off. I did not get a whole lot of time to work on it that day, but I worked on it some. I'm trying to, I work a job. Modding's not my full-time job. Sometimes kind of wish it was, but got to work for a living, make some money. But anyway, so it's and then there's projects around the house here that needs done, so I'm just trying to balance everything. So just be patient, and I'll get the plantation out just as soon as it's ready to go. In fact, I'm just about ready for some beta testing, so I'm going to be contacting some people and see if they're available to do some testing for me. But basically what I did to fix it was I just changed the folder names on my desktop and just kind of saw what was broke. So that's how I kind of fixed it. But there's still a few issues I've got to work. I'm getting some errors with some XML shaders and stuff, which I thought I had all that straightened out, but I don't know. We'll see. But hopefully soon. It's getting real close. Like I said, I've just about got all the texture issues straightened out. Now it's just down to some file path stuff, which I can't really figure out because I know that the it's talking about some trees and stuff, but whenever I've looked at every tree, every type of tree on the map, the XML shader is pointing to the right place, so I'm not sure what's going on there. I have to try to figure it out, or maybe there's a way that I'm not thinking about that I can look at. But anyway, I do apologize for all the lack of videos lately and the map sort of having a false start. I had a yellow flag thrown on that one. Alright, was there anything else? Well, we ain't gotta get those wood chips out of there. Alright, let's see. Oh yeah, I need to get my truck. Let me get my truck back. I'll just go ahead and drop this. That looks like a good spot. And we'll get our truck back over there and get the wood chip trailer that was over there picked up and get back to some logging. So there's not really a good way here on YouTube to like push out updates or something on things I'm working on or whatever. I just have to make a video, I suppose. But if you want to keep an update on the progress, go check us out on Facebook. I got a Facebook page over there, NLA Gaming. I think it's NLA Gaming 01 or NLA Gaming, not sure. Anyway, it's over there on Facebook, and you can keep in tune with what all's going on and updates on the map and whatever. But like I said, all I got to do now is just figure out some file paths, because I'm not sure. I've looked at every tree. I'm not sure why those XMLs are still coming up as errors. I may have to, search it online and see if I can't find something to fix that. But I was thinking maybe if I just, maybe if I change the file paths and export it back out, maybe it'll fix it. Because right now, whenever I change the file paths and load it back up in Giants Editor, it's still giving me the errors. Same ones I just fixed. I'm not sure. I guess it's got to be pointing to something that's in the scene graph, but I just don't know what that is, because like I said, I looked at every tree and every one of them's pointing to the correct folder. So, well, I didn't look at every tree, but I looked at every type of tree. Let's put it that way. Alright, let's see. Where were we? Fellow bunchers around here somewhere. There's our Mack truck with that log chip trailer. So we've cut down, there it is. We've cut down a few trees. Looks like we need to get a few skidded up. We got a bunch of trees over here on the ground and not any on the trailer, so let's get some trees skidded up. But yeah, so the lack of videos lately was just me trying to get the map finished up. I thought I was, gonna take a couple of days there and get it finished up, but quickly realized that I had more to do because of the way I made the map. I kind of messed some stuff up. But I know that now, and next time I won't do that. Unfortunately, I've done it the same way with the Forbidden Forest, so I'm gonna have to try to get that straightened out. I guess we'll go ahead and get these little small trees put up there too. Yeah, making these maps, it's, there's not really like a how-to guide. You just kind of got to jump in there and see how it was done before, and kind of go from there. In fact, my first Dodson logging map, that map, what I did was I took the Three Rivers map by Beardshot Gaming, and got his permission to use his map as like a template, because I had a lot of the stuff I was wanting to use on there already anyway. And so basically I just stripped it down, leveled the terrain off and started over, and left a few trees in there just to have a few trees to place, and then just kind of fumbled my way through it basically. Yeah, I hate it whenever those trees get hung up under a vehicle like that, especially those track vehicles. It just does not want to act right. And of course that's not high enough. I just keep pushing those trees away. Alright, so let's get a few of these processed. A little dark in the cab. Yeah, I was kind of bummed too, because I was really looking forward to getting the plantation out there. It's a map that wasn't too terribly hard to do, so I mean it wasn't like I spent months and months working on it, but I was excited to get it out there myself and have all of everybody have everybody play it, and play it myself on some videos. But we'll get there. It won't be long now. Oops, grab two. Come on. Jeez, this map autosave, sometimes it's just kind of locks up. Well, that tree was longer than I thought. So I guess in other Farming Simulator news, the fact sheets or whatever I think should be coming out pretty soon, which is basically a rundown of every piece of equipment, or most of them anyways, some of them. So that should be coming pretty soon. Now I did see a video which was of some gameplay from I think it was FarmsCon that was here recently, and it looked like they've added in some pretty neat stuff. I mean, I wasn't too terribly excited about it, but it does have possibly some implications for maybe some other. I mean, it looked to me like the thing I was kind of excited about was the crops. You know, whenever you drove through there, they actually moved out of the way of, like, you know, the implement or the tractor tires would flatten the plants and they'd spring back up. That was kind of cool. So I'm wondering if that also applies to bushes. Yeah, I shouldn't have done that. It's hard to judge these trees. I don't know how long some of these things are. Guess we'll just filter out the tops whenever we grab the trees. But anyway, what I was saying was, what kind of annoys me with Farming Simulator is the bushes. Let me spin around here. Well, like these, when I see those aren't really bushes. Well, anyway, you know what I'm talking about. The bushes that are stock to the game. It'd be nice if, like, whenever you drove over them with a skidder or any kind of machine, really, that they would flatten, and then eventually it'd be kind of cool if they just went away. Like maybe if you run over them 3 or 4 times, they just they just go away. That'd be fun to kind of give the terrain some destructible elements, you know. Because, I mean, obviously, you know, when you're in a dense forest, you're going to have bushes and vines and stuff growing. And currently in game, there's no way to chop them down or run them over, flatten them, bulldoze them, anything. This just doesn't happen. So it'd be kind of cool if they added that effect. But I don't think that's going to happen. I think it's just for crops, probably. And of course, you know, what I've always thought would be cool is kind of like a Spin Tires Farm Simulator mashup. Is just to, you know, if it rains in the areas that are dirt, you know, make it muddy, and then after a certain length of time, have it go back to just regular dirt. That'd be kind of neat. I don't really see them adding that. I mean, possibly they may incorporate the mud into just a standard, you know, to pick from when you're designing a map. They may do that, but and I guess if they do that, then they could put them in some maps, but I don't really see that happening for some reason. Because it just kind of seems like they take some of the more popular mods and just incorporate them right into the game. Oops, I'm spun around backwards. So I don't know, I don't see that happening, but that would be kind of cool though. I guess we'll just have to wait and see as it gets closer to release, you know, exactly what all they're going to be putting in there. Because I'm sure there's some things that they haven't mentioned yet that are in there. They just either keeping quiet about it or still working on it or something. Well, I guess let's see. I guess maybe by now they're probably right in the final stages of getting the game ready. Because if it ships first part of November, they'd almost have to have all of October, you know, for like getting the game either finalized or off to the, you know, to get it put on disc or whatever. So they're probably just about done with it, I would imagine. Oops, well, I wasn't paying attention. Alright, forgot about my little subscriber thing up there. Well, we're up to 552. That's pretty awesome. Picked up a couple of new subscribers here over the last couple of days. And I do appreciate all the new subscribers and the ones that have been with me for a long time. Appreciate y'all as well. And while we're finishing up processing these logs, let me just mention again that I do have a Patreon page. And my goal over there at Patreon is once I reach 10 patrons, we're going to start doing monthly giveaways of anything from dual joysticks to copies of the game, Farming Simulator apparel. I mean, we could even do other games. You know, I play American Truck Simulator. I mean, I could just, you know, maybe over there on Patreon, once we get to 10 patrons, maybe I'll say, okay, this month it's going to be a copy of a game, and, you know, give me your top 3 choices or something, and then we'll give one of those away. So we'll do something cool. Over on Patreon, you know, that's my goal, was to do some really nice gifts, I mean, giveaways and stuff, and then not like just copies of the game. I mean, it could even be a nice video monitor or something one of these days. Who knows? I mean, sky's the limit over there, because if the patrons keep growing and the prizes get better. But not quite there yet. I think I'm up to I think I've got like 2 patrons, which you know, hey, that's kind of surprised me. You know, that's $5 a month, which, you know, it doesn't sound like a whole lot, but maybe to somebody it is. So do appreciate all the support I'm getting there. In fact, when I got my had to replace a joystick, and I was able to do that with the support of my patrons. So don't think I ever mentioned that, but that's where that came from. Well, money's still in the account, but, you know, hey, it's I was able to feel comfortable about it because I knew I had some extra money there laying around. Oops, that's the wrong way. I'm not gonna worry about those. Okay, we got quite a big pile here. Let's well, first of all, let's get this cleaned up because we got a kind of a mess. And let's see, our chipper was back this way, wasn't it? Yeah, there it is. Yeah, I just can't, man, I just can't explain how bummed I am about the plantation not getting out when I was wanting it to. I thought it was ready to go, and just didn't even think about the way I had done it this time with those extra folders on the desktop, and golly, what a mess. But we'll get it straightened out, and I'll get it worked out. I'm gonna be contacting a couple of guys here just a little bit. Once I try to straighten up a couple of things, I'm gonna send it over to testing, since they were kind enough to offer and helped me figure out the issue in the first place. Oops. I'll give them first crack at it again. And I wonder if I can squeeze through there. All right. Now let's see if we can get this truck loaded up real quick. Who's texting me? Yeah, I wished I'd kind of been able to see those tops a little easier and get rid of those things, but if they stay on, they'll stay on. If not, I guess they'll just have to fall out, but I was hoping maybe we were to sort those out, but I'm not going to take the time to do that. Just let them hang off, maybe I can pull them out later. Oh yeah, so I saw where K-Man released a service truck. I haven't gone and downloaded it yet, but I need to do that. It looked really cool. I've been looking forward to that. And he was trying to get, you know, like so many Facebook likes on his page before he did some releases, but I guess either he got the likes or just decided to go ahead and release them. I'm not really sure. I don't follow him too much. I just see updates occasionally over on Facebook. I don't like go actively hop on his site and look around or anything. Okay, yeah, we're starting to make a mess. Let me see if I can get this one out. See if I can just pull it straight out. And then try to reposition some of this stuff. Whoa. It's marginally better. Man, I've got to reposition my loader somehow. I can't see. Uh-oh. Yeah. That was not good. Alright, well I guess that'll be good enough. Go ahead and strap that down. And let's get this one delivered. Yeah, so I'm not sure how long this video is going to be this time. Normally I run about an hour, but I got interrupted just a minute ago, so not sure. Or just a little bit ago, I guess, not a minute ago. But anyway, had to restart the video again, pick up where I left off, and we'll see how long this one goes. It's just going to be close, maybe 45 minutes to an hour, but this road's kind of rough, kind of steep and curvy. Okay, so I still have not figured out why certain buttons open and close the grapple and also the supports. So we'll just have to deal with it. So if you see the machine kind of raising and lowering, that's what's going on. I've for some reason got the same buttons mapped to my joystick button that opens and closes the grapple and raises and lowers the support feet. I'll get that figured out. I've been meaning to it, just haven't got around to it yet. Alright, so that went pretty good. These trees aren't terribly huge, so they all seem to want to go down the chute. Oops. Yeah, I don't really like these types of sell points. You gotta get the logs in there just right. And we got us a little straggler here, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to pick it up with this thing. I mean, I have to get lucky if I do. The way it's sitting on the trailer, yeah, I can't even reach it. Oh well, we won't worry about it. We'll just let it fling off the back somewhere. Alright, so my plan is we're over, you know, where we first started back there, and let me see if I can get the map pulled up. So we're at Ranger Hill, basically, you know, in between Site 3 and Site 4. But what I want to do is to come back, and now that we got this little gravel bridge across this creek, or well, that says river, Old Water River, small river. What I want to do is log over there at site number 1. If I can get through all the bushes and see. Yeah, so there's looks like some good timber over there. So we'll finish up down there at Ranger Hill, and then we'll come back up this way and start logging there across the creek, and we can utilize our little gravel bridge we made. And with working on the plantation map, I have not worked lately on Pacific Inlet. I'm still planning on trying to cut that whole map down, and I'm getting, I wouldn't say close, but I'm getting closer, you know, with every video I do on that, the high-speed logging video. I'm getting a little closer each time, so still a good bit of trees left to cut, but this next patch of trees we're cutting down over there, that next piece of land, that's a big area, so we'll make a big dent in it then. Well, I'm surprised that that treetop stayed on there. See, here's what I'm talking about, these bushes right here. I mean, these are like native to the game bushes, sort of. We'll say they are anyway. But I mean, they do nothing. You just drive right through them. There's no collision. They don't go away. You leave tire tracks, but you know, it'd be kind of neat if you know, if you could do something with those bushes, like either bulldoze them out of the way, they just disappear, you know, kind of, or maybe take a stump grinder or a chipper or something and chip them up and just remove them. Or like I was talking about, you know, like with the new game, they're gonna have it to where when you drive through a field, the plants kind of, you know, part ways and have some collision to them. So whenever your implement or your tractor runs into them, they will bend. Be kind of neat if you could do something with those bushes and get rid of them. Well, I must have been actually on the road last time. Not that it matters, I guess, but try to get lined up a little better. So I don't want to be too close to my loader. Alright, we'll say that's good. Alright, well, I've kind of gotten to a stopping point here, I think. I don't have any more logs or trees skidded up, and I'm just about, I've got to be getting close to time anyway, so I'm just going to go ahead and end it here. And let me say this, the next video, like, if you want updates on the plantation map, go over to Facebook and follow me over there. I'll be doing kind of up to the minute updates on when that map's going to release. It's getting real close. Like I said, all I got to do is I got a few little file path things to work out, and I'm going to send it to someone for testing. And then once that's done, I'll upload it to my Mega account, and then I'll release that little teaser video on YouTube here on this channel, and we'll have the link to the download there in that video. But If you see any other plantation maps out there, don't download it. It's broke. I don't think there's any out there, but just in case, yeah, it's not working. But anyway, thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and like I said, go check out Facebook where if you want updates on the plantation map. But like I said, the very next video that you see, most likely it's going to be the plantation teaser, which will have the video or the link for the download in the video description. So anyway, hope you enjoyed this video here on Timber Trail Canyon, and maybe the next couple of videos or so we can try to get some more of these trees cleared out and get a process out of the way. Then we can move back up to our new bridge we made. But anyway, have a good rest of the week, and we'll see you later. Thanks for watching.